Hi, I'm Miami and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I kind of like the whole setup in the bathroom. It gives like those Vogue get ready with me videos, but today's video is gonna be more of like just like my everyday glam routine. So I have I do normally like minimal makeup on days when I'm tired, I've been up all night, I'm doing homework, just so I do something to my face. But for the most part, what I really like to do is like this glam makeup, which is not a lot, it's just enhancing my features. So I wanted to do that today. It's like a tutorial slash do my makeup with me. I wash these a lot and I love them, so I wanted to attempt one myself, but let's just hop right into it. Okay, so the first step, of course, is gonna be hand sanitizer, because like I said in my skincare video, you don't want your hands to be dirty while you're touching your face. It kind of just creates more issues than it does anything else. So my first step is to do my eyebrows. What I normally do for that is, I don't even know what brand this is anymore. I think this is Wet n Wild or NYX, one of the two. I lost the little cap on here. There's another one in here. Maybe that still has the logo on it. Okay, Nick AK, New York. There it goes. Yeah, so that's what this is in short. Which one sharpen? I used them both. I bought two because I lost one and then I found it. So I didn't just buy two just to have two. But what I normally do for that is just brush these up. We're looking in the monitor and at the mirror. It's just a lot easier than in the mirror, but I also always look back and just show you. So I like my brows thin and flat. So I shaved off the ends of my brows. You could probably already tell that. But they tend to grow out and then they droop so low. Like they'll end like right here, which you probably see all the little hair shaved, but it's just a weird shape of brow. So I just extend it out a bit. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. Oops, I'm not perfect, guys. Let me comb that back up. So what I just do for that is, now you can always go in and fix yourself with concealer, but the problem with concealer, if you're overdoing, like you get things incredibly wrong, is the fact that you can mix the brow pencil with the concealer. So let me just make sure that's not bad. What I do tend to really love, which I thought was like just a stupid trend, is like a pretty thin brow. I used to have my brows plucked and shaved, I guess, shaved really thin, just because I like that thin brow look. Thin dark brows when I have dark hair, and then if I have like my blonde hair in or something, like when I have my blonde highlights and I just wear extensions, I would do thinner or lighter brows. They still be thin, they should be lighter, just so it can give me like a soft effect. So this looks crazy, I know. I'm about to fix it. I just washed my makeup brushes, so I almost didn't recognize them because they're clean. But so I have two here. I have the, I don't even know how to say this, Saie in the tone 17, and then I have the live tinted or tinted live. I don't even know what that is. I bought these at Sephora when I was looking for a nice one in number 6. So I like this one better because it's not as orange, the tinted live one, but I also use the other one sometimes to go over it, so I just have them both in case. But I just outline them and clean them up as much as I can. I should probably wash these more often though. It was actually very therapeutic to wash them. It was very, very, very nice and very therapeutic. I just don't, sometimes I don't wash them as much. I don't use certain ones as much. Certain ones don't need to be washed because I'm not like using all of them. Sometimes I use them for a purpose they're not meant for, if the one that's meant for it is really dirty and I don't want to like break out. But that's what's caused a few of my like breakouts, is not washing them when I should have washed them. So now I have to wash them every 2 weeks and I have to make myself wash them every 2 weeks. Because yeah, I'm trying to keep my skin as consistent as possible. Okay, I know that seems like a lot, but it's not. Really, since this isn't very far from my skin tone and it gives like that little highlighted look that was really popular for a while. We'll see how that like thins that down. Just trying to get this to be thinned. Now they always have the saying that they are cousins, not sisters, or sisters, not twins. So they're gonna look similar. But I really gave up when I first like started learning makeup on trying to make them be identical, because they're not gonna be, unless you spend hours in the mirror like using stencils and stuff trying to like measure out. But at that point, you're doing too much. So, and then I also use this Velvet Smoothing black eyeliner from the company, I don't even know, just some random company I got off of Amazon, just to fill in parts because it's more precise to me and it's just dark. Sometimes I just want it to be dark and prominent. Something about thin dark brows is so attractive to me. Like girls, I don't know what it is, but it just looks so nice to me. So that's over with. So what I do with then is I take this brush, which still has a little bit of, isn't this the right brush? Yeah, this is a brand, what brand is this? The logo got wiped off. I just bought this also off Amazon. I just bought like a bunch of these in bulk because I needed more brushes, and it has really, they're just really soft. So they like blend things, in my opinion, really well. I'm sure there's some that do it better, but it does what it needs for me, and that's all I really care about. So yeah, make sure that's right over here. It all comes together, guys. But yeah, and then so I take this Profusion brush. It comes with their palettes, which is one palette. I'm using both their palettes. I'm using the Sun Kissed palette and the Moonlight palette. The Moonlight palette is just Joy, so it looks very ghetto and raunchy, but I keep it because there's still pans that work. I bought another one, so for the colors that are completely gone, I just use that one. But I'm gonna transition over to that one in a bit. But I've had this one and I haven't used it all up. So I'm using the second brown. I wish I had the names right now. They're all gone. This is that brown that's already gone. I'm just using like a brown that's really close to my skin color just to outline my lid, just to go in the crease of my lid. It's like a little bit of a darker color that got mixed in there a little bit. But basically I'm just using this brown just to bring some color to my lids. I haven't just washed my face, but whenever I just wash my face and put on like my face cream and sunscreen, I look casket ready. So let me fix that back. There's like a little bit of brown in there. We use this just a piece of tissue paper, but just to like wipe off so it's just pretty much in the crease. This just creates like a more of a like squintier eye, I guess is for lack of a better term. Then the other thing I'm gonna do next is my eyeliner. So I do like a wing, which of course is what you do with eyeliner, but I normally like the wing because I wear these lashes. They're not huge lashes, but they're more dramatic than my natural look, which I really love. And I only use like a 75% to 25% lash. I never do my full eye with lashes because I can never get the inner corner to stay down, so I just don't deal with it. It seems like a lot when you're doing it like the wing till you put on the lash and then you realize you need a wing. Unless you're doing like super natural lashes, then you really don't. If you want to though, you do whatever you want to do to your eye. But I mean, in my case, I don't really do like a big wing when I'm wearing natural eyelashes or when I'm just putting mascara on my lashes. I have longer lashes, but nothing is more dramatic than a false lash because they're meant to be more dramatic than your natural lashes. They're just meant to be. So sometimes I really like that look. So let's do that. See, that's pretty. And then the lashes I will be using today are Lash Couture Masterpiece One of a Kind Lush Lash and Avant Garde. I cut off the inner corner of those lashes. I'll show you when I glue them on my eye. Okay, so then I'm gonna put on my lashes. I normally wait till the very last after I've done all my makeup to put on my lashes, but for some reason I wanna do them right now. I don't have the urge to do them, but I use the CoverGirl Eye Enhancer as the first layer of mascara eye enhancer. It's a little dirty, CoverGirl. I already have longer lashes. I just sometimes want a little bit of a pop, but I still need to put mascara on them because the lashes towards the front of my eye are gonna be the lashes for the front of my eye. Then the back of my eye is getting some help with the false lashes. So I still want to put on a good layer of mascara. Then I also use the lash extender fiber from No. 7, which is like the Walgreens makeup brand. And you're probably like, why didn't you put it on both eyes? Because I want to show you the difference with this mascara routine in my lashes. I just think that'd be cool. I see that a lot on YouTube videos and I kind of wanted to do it. So, but sometimes I use a third one, but I like how that looks. Sometimes I use the Lancome Lash Idol. This is the travel size one. I want to get the other one. I just wanted to test it out first because sometimes I buy mascaras and they'll cost me like $36 and I'll hate them. But yeah, see, there's that like difference, which I'm not even sure if it's as prominent on the camera. But yeah, I really am enjoying the new space. I think it's really nice, especially the bathroom. I love marble stuff. It just looks so chic and yeah, it's modern, but it looks like expensive and it just looks like even in like YouTube videos, it's just a nice background. I just really like it. I also don't really put mascara on my bottom lashes. I used to though. I used to love a good bottom lash mascara. Don't know what happened. Maybe I got caught up in the hype of the other like girls online and let them influence me, but I just stopped doing it. But yeah, so we're gonna use I'm sorry, Lauren, let me say one more time. I just forgot the lash glue. I thought I had it all in like a container. It's a little cold. Okay, so let's glue these lashes on. These are the Avant Garde. I'm not French or whatever language that is, so sorry if that's really the wrong pronunciation. I just love these lashes. Now, I normally don't like a lash that has like a black band at all. I feel like it's so, you have to be perfect to do it. I'm also gonna use, sorry for the squeaking, this little mirror to put on the lash up close. I could probably do like a tutorial, I guess, if people don't know how to put on lashes, but I'm also not perfect. They also don't always go on the first time perfectly. And I normally can't talk while doing it because I'll poke myself in the eye. But I've improved a lot. And the reason you're gonna want a big wing, I'll show you in a second. fix it. This mirror was actually probably the better idea, but hey, trial and error. That's life for you. But yeah, there's just this like white thing in the lash, and that's not very fun. So what I did there, it's just the clumping of the lashes, my lashes, to each other and not the false lash. So what you want is for your lashes to blend into the false lash like that. You put on the other one. But yeah, why you wanted the large wing was to cover up if the lash is not exactly on your line. Mine isn't. Mine tilts up because I like that look. I like the like squinted eye look. So I tilt the lash upwards towards the end a little bit. It's not a lot. But if you don't have liner on, it's easier to see that because there's nothing black covering up the gap between your natural lash line and your like skin and the lash. You want to make that dry. This one's easier because this is with my right hand and I'm right-handed and it's on my right side. I mean, it's a lot easier. It's not perfect, but it definitely goes on way faster. Yep, but I'm getting better. Okay, now for the base in the face. Okay, so I use the e.l.f. matte putty primer as a base. Now, I don't wear foundation. I wear powder, and I used to wear concealer on my face. I don't really wear concealer anymore. It's just powder. So what I do is I create this beautiful base using the putty primer and powders. It gives the illusion of like foundation or concealer, but it's neither. So let me just blend this out. I don't know where this hack came from. I can't remember who it was, if it was my sister or we both watched a YouTube video where this girl was talking about powder instead of foundation, but she said you need a good primer so that the powder can stick to it. And I started using the matte putty primer because it was the only thing that it like made the makeup stick. I bought like the little travel size and then I bought the full size, which was like $10 after it worked. So okay, so yeah, I bought the travel size after, you know, trying it out. My camera was like not overheating, but like letting me know it's time to change the battery. So I use this powder from Black Radiance. Let me close it so I can turn it upside down. But this is the first one I put on. This is Black Radiance loose setting powder. I'm not sure what color this is. Oh, Honeymoon, number 8038. This is the only time I use any type of powder. Powder used to make me so mad. I used to be so disgusted with powder. I was like, yeah, I don't really like powder too much. But I use a dry sponge because I don't really wear foundation, and I just pat it into the primer. And that's also why you see how that's a good match. I like how much that matches, but the thing about it is it matches so much that it's flat. So we're gonna go back over that with a lighter powder. That way it gives us like a highlight and whatnot. You could use whatever side of the sponge gives you the best application. I tend to switch. Sometimes I use a flat side, sometimes I use this side. I use this side when I need to get under my eyes, but I don't know. Sometimes I just use it all together. But yeah, so we gotta just make sure, if you wanna do this, you have to make sure that that primer is blended out, or you will get lumps and it'll just look gross. You were better off wearing foundation. I just don't like wearing a full face of foundation. I don't like that at all. It just feels gross and icky. And I used to do it in high school because it was a trend, but I hated how it felt. And I always had like really oily skin. So no matter how many matte foundations I bought, I'd always end up oily at the end of the day. And it would just be an inconvenience more than anything else. It wouldn't be comfortable or anything. It wouldn't even be cute no more. It'd just be like an oily mess on my face. And I'm like, I could have went without that. But yeah. And this is only taking longer because it's a tutorial and I'm like talking. Normally this takes me might be like 15 to like 20 minutes. I just breeze right through it. So you put that on there. And then we're gonna go in with, I feel like it's really orange on camera, but in person, I guess it's a little red in person too. Put it on the nose too. We're gonna go in with the, oh, this is the Fit Me loose powder in 30 deep medium. That's my like highlight, the shade I use for highlight at least. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right, I don't know. It just balances everything out. Especially like in photos and stuff. I've taken photos with this makeup and they're like, oh my god, what did you do to your makeup? You're like makeup artist. And I was like, it's really not that hard actually. It's I don't know, it's like hacks. Like a lot of makeup is just figuring out what looks best on you, what works. Because I used to follow makeup tutorials and I'd always put like a little twist on it to fit what I like best. Because I was always like, yeah, that wouldn't look good on me. Like I remember when there was a lot of like white YouTubers and not a lot of black ones at the time because I was like younger. And I used to like make the white girls tutorials work for me by like changing them up. And like if they said, oh, you know, put color tan sand on your skin, I'd be like, okay, well my foundation color is, or you know, use like a white line in under your eye to like whiten them. And I'm like, well, I'm black, so that would be a very big difference from my normal skin tone is to use a white color under my eyes. Yeah, I put like a little line of powder down there. Sometimes I do it on my forehead too, if I'm having like one of those days where I just need it on my forehead. But see how that looks? Like it's gonna look like foundation. Give me a moment. So then after that, we go in with our contouring brush. This is the e.l.f. contouring brush. And I go back in that same color I used on my eyelid because it's like a little tiny bit darker than my skin tone. So what that does is it gives me the like most natural contour and like outline possible, because I don't want anything like some people get like the super dark brown and like have a big old line on their face, and I like it already creates like more of a natural contour. I already have maybe some discoloration that I play off as contour, but I just create just contours on the face. I used to go like down the chin too, like, well, not down the chin, down this line. I mean, I said down the chin and down to the chin from this side of my face. And sometimes I wear blush, sometimes I don't. I'm thinking today, because I only have my cream blush, my like baked Milani blush is in limbo. It's, I don't know. It went on vacation. It took like vacation pay and then called to let me know that it quit. And I was like, oh, what am I gonna do now? But yeah, like, thing I love about, so I'm using the like e.l.f. matte magic mist and spray. It's, out of every other like setting spray I've tried, that one is always my favorite. Even though like high-end ones, well, not always high-end ones, there's a few high-end ones that are just expensive that I really love, but the e.l.f. one is an affordable one that actually works. Like, I'm oily, not as much as I used to be, but I'm very oily and it keeps me very matte. I'm using this random brush that has no name or anything. The brand is called BS Mall. Probably cannot see that because it's really small and tiny, but I would use this as like my nose contour. I just find something that's like super thin, go in that same shade, and then, because it's like super natural. Maybe it's because it's a tiny bit darker than my skin color and I go over things with a super light color that it just brings back a natural color. But it worked, and I don't know what happened one day that I tried it. It's because I used it on my eyes and I was like, this is only ever so darker than my skin color, which is the perfect natural contour. That's all I want. I don't want a super dark harsh line on my eyes or anything like that. I just don't. So then after you go in with that, sometimes I use my finger just because it's right there, just to blend and buff things out. There's one other little step I do that I don't always do, but sometimes if I'm feeling it, I do it, and I'm about to show you now. So I take a really thin brush. This is my lip brush, or not that one. Well, these are two I could use my lips, because I'm also gonna line my lips with eyeshadow and then put in like a new lipstick. I don't know, but so I take one of these two. I'm thinking this one, the super thin one, and I go into, okay, so this one has a name still, Haute, H-A-U-T-E, in the Profusion Moonlight palette. I go in with Haute, and I put it right here. I've been like in the inner corner. It's kind of like in the inner corner, because it just gives like, it just makes your eyes pop. And I love when people like look at your eyes and they like get lost in them, even if they're not like blue or green or something. If they're detailed, if they're beautiful, if they stand out, they're gonna look at them. See that? Like, that is so pretty. This, I'm doing my makeup for school tomorrow too. But then I also go in with this, which is the same eyeliner I use in my brows, and line the waterline, because I want, this is nothing too crazy, but it just again makes the eye stand out. You can tell there's a difference. People put like water in their lines to make their eyes look bigger. I already have large eyes, so I just want them to look sultry. I already have large eyes, so I don't really need to make them look any bigger, or they're just gonna be like huge. I think having large eyes is so cute though. Sometimes I just leave like on a lip gloss. But so let's take down my hair, because the hairstyle I'm wearing today is down with the twist. You see? Let me pull that together. I'm just in my robe, just getting ready. And let's see which one you want. How many? See, on my blonde from the top of my hair still sticking out. There's a lot of it there. I kind of also dyed it in a really, well, anyways, I actually kind of like that look though. It's really cute to me. And you do this, and then I'm thinking, since we're already here, that's what I use for that. I go in with any browns really. I really change them up all the time based on like the way that I want the lip to look. And sometimes going over gloss makes it darker, which is the perfect, because it's like my natural lip line color. That's something. So I go over it. This is actually a mix of two random browns, and sometimes I'll dabble in a third one. Yeah, the lip gloss turns it from eyeshadow to cream lip liner, which I really love. So that was my video for my like everyday glam, because I have an everyday natural, which I'll probably do. My everyday glam tutorial for makeup. I hope you like it. I'm gonna try to make more time to do this more often, because sometimes I just do like mascara and brows, and lip gloss and and that's really it. But yeah, I hope this was a good video and I hope you liked it. And I hope you have a good day and I hope you come back to see my channel more.